Is it recording started? Fine, no problem. Thank you. So today we are going to discuss about the another important topic of the Linux, and that is called as the user management. Now, user management is there, and tomorrow we will take a topic that will be on security, guys. Something related to how to protect your data from hackers, right? So how we can implement the proper security so that um, people will not data will not be hacked or it's safeguarded properly. So let us try to understand what is the concept called as a user management. Uh, Everybody see use the different applications. You are using Ola or Uber application on your mobile phone. You may have bank application on mobile phone. You may have anything, right? But if you want to use that application, you need a username and password. Without user ID and password, you will not be able to uh, access any application, right? This is one example. Second example is that think about that tomorrow when you join the organization and when you or if anybody is working in the office, think about that you will get one identity card which you need to wear in your right. So you have to wear that card so that when you go into the office or inside the office, they will not stop you. Okay, so how that information is created, how your presence, physical presence of the human being in a system, unless and until your user ID is not created on the system, you will not be able to, you will not be allowed to access the premises of your organization. So it is important. Everywhere user is important. If you are writing any Python code, you need to have the user to start that Python code. If you are launching database, you need to have some user to launch that database. Without it, you cannot do anything. Users are very important aspect. So today I'm going to give you the very interesting information about the users, and probably you will start thinking differently, guys, after this session. So this is my one of the Linux machine, and if I want to see which operating system I am working on today, I can just cat this file and I can get the information about the operating system, such as Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Version is 9.4. So this is a recent version of the Red Hat, guys, which I have launched. You can use Ubuntu. I will show you all the flavors, guys. CentOS, Ubuntu, SUSE, everything. If you want, I can show you. In different session, different platforms, we can start and we can work on it. So you will understand that Linux is everywhere. It is similar. Okay, so I'm going to work on the Red Hat operating system. So you can use the command. Let's say I would like to create a folder called as Vadapav. Let me go to this folder called as Vadapav. Perfectly fine, guys. And in this one, I will just try to create the files and folders later on. Okay, so what is user management? So I have logged in into this machine using the root user ID. So this is also user. This is my computer name, and this is indicate shows me the hash from that means super user is added. So guys, what exactly is a user? I will draw the diagram and show it to you. I hope you are able to hear me properly. And uh, so guys, whenever we create a user in an operating system, users we create on the operating system, right? So what we do, guys? So we give the certain information to the user. First information which we give is a username. Okay, so if your username is, let's say, Shashank, so that is a username, right? Second is that you will get an employee ID in office. Maybe somebody will get SK1001, something like that, right? That kind of employee ID is there. So that is in operating system level, it is called as just ID. Okay. So we can say this is ID number one, ID number two, ID number three, something like that, right? because you will have thousands of employees working in your organization. So you need to give some number to every user which you create a system. Guys, you employees are nothing but what? आप जब तक उनका till the time you are not creating any user on a system, your presence is not there. So you need to create a user on a system. So when Shashank joins office, somebody has to create an idea of the Shashank on the server, and then only they will print the card and give it to you so that you can enter into the office. So that is a presence of human being should be in the system. Then only you can become an employee. Otherwise, no. So username ID. Then what will you guys? Normally, everybody has a something called as a pet, right? Pet name. Okay. Your parents might be calling with you some name, guys, right? Which you don't want to share here. Absolutely, I know that one. But in office also you get one pet name, guys. When you join some office, you get a pet name. What is that pet name? It is nothing but I am a vice president of Google. I am a system administrator. I am a developer. Something like that, guys. You will get it, right? So that is called as GCOS name or just comments. Okay, in Linux. If anybody is a server administrator, you will say that you on your card it will be printed. He's a server administrator. He is a developer. Something. So that is something called as a pet name or comments or GCOS name. What I'm trying to show you, whenever you create a user in a system, what are the different attributes that user gets assigned? So first I told you that it has to have the name of the user. Second, that what is the ID of that user. Third is that what is the designation of that user. Fourth important thing, guys, is something called as primary group of that user. Now, consider that you have joined one organization, ABC. There will be different departments. There will be IT department, marketing department, finance department, HR department. There will be plenty of the departments will be there. When you join the organization, you don't join all the groups. So HR will tell you that, look, you are now employee of this XYZ company, but you will be working in the IT team. You are the employee of this company, but you will work in the HR team. So that team or that group becomes your primary group. But let's say your primary group is IT. But tomorrow you join the company and HR feels that no, this person is very good in the IT, but he also good in talking to the HR or finance people. So let us give him some task from the finance team also. Then you can say, look, my dear friend, my primary group is IT. It will remain as it is. But I also got a task from secondary group called as finance. Are you getting it? So whenever you create a users, guys, you need to have the username, ID, GCOS name, primary group, secondary group. Secondary group is optional, guys. Okay, somebody will get it, somebody will not get it. Another important thing in this particular user management is that language. This is important. Whenever you create a user in a system, every user get a language assigned to that. What is the meaning of language? Guys, I know Hindi, I know English, I know Marathi, I know Telugu, I know Urdu, whatever language is there, right? What do you know about that? You know the words. If somebody says that I know Marathi, somebody says that I know Telugu, what is the meaning of that? The meaning is that you know the words of that language. If somebody is a Telugu guy and he is talking to the Marathi person, will he be able to talk to him? Because no, because he doesn't know the words from the Marathi, or Marathi guy will not be know the words from the Telugu, so they will not have a communication. So what is a language? Language is nothing but a set of words assigned to you, right? Or a set of words which you learn during your from childhood, which you use to talk to the other person. जैसे मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ, now I'm talking to you guys, right? I don't know, somebody might not be comfortable with the Hindi, somebody might not be comfortable with the Marathi, somebody might not be comfortable with the English, but I think this English is a little bit common for all of us. So whatever I'm saying, you are understanding because you and me know the words. So similarly, in operating system, when we create a user, that user also gets one language, and that language is called as shell. You might have heard about this shell word, guys, many times, like shell programming, shell scripting, bash scripting, right? PowerShell, command prompt, so many shells you might have heard. So actually, what is that? Shell is nothing but it is a set of commands assigned to user to interact with operating system is called as a shell. We use the command, right, guys? Here I may use ls command. But if this command is not there, or if this command is not assigned to this user called as a root, will this user be able to see the files? No. If this command is not assigned to this user, will this user be able to see the present working directory? No. So that is the meaning of it, guys. Nothing but shell is nothing but it is a set of commands assigned to user to interact with the operating system. Okay, so this is something which is very important, and there are a lot of shells available in the market in this operating system. One of them is very famous, which is a Bash. Bash is written by the person called as a Brian Fox, and there is a very interesting story associated with this particular shell. So, guys, whenever you get a chance, go to the YouTube and try to search for the Brian Fox who has written this Bash scripting. Whatever the people are using right nowadays to talk to the write a program, execute it on the Linux or maybe on the Git Bash or somewhere, everything is because of this guy called the Brian Fox. There is another shell called as SH. You may have a shell called as ZSH. There is something called as KSH. You can also assign no login shell, guys. If you don't want anybody to log in into the system, or the user should not log in into the system, you can use a no login shell. You can also use a false shell that this person will not be, if you assign these shells to the user, that user will not be able to log into the system only. You might be knowing about the PowerShell. You might have heard about this word called as a PowerShell. You might have heard about something called as Git Bash. These are all shells, guys. If I use the command echo $shell here, you will be able to see on which shell you are working or on which shell, what is the shell assigned to this user. This is the command which will help you to get the shell of the user there. What topic I am trying to explain you right now, that whenever you create a user in the organization or in a system, these are the parameters get assigned to every user, guys, right? And what are they? Username, ID, GCOS, primary name, secondary group, language, something like. Okay. One more important thing that user get is the place to stay. Guys, think about, it is very difficult to imagine also. Think about the person who doesn't have the home. It's very dangerous stuff, right? So similarly, when we create a user in an operating system also, that time that user gets one home. It's called as the directory, home directory, guys. If you want to work, you will get a private place on the server, and that is called as a home directory. You can do whatever you want to do in your home only, guys. You cannot go to somebody else's home and do the nasty things. Okay, if you want to create a files, if you want to create a folders, whatever you want to do, you do it in your folder, your space. That is called as the home directory. So whenever you create a user, that user gets something called as a home directory. By default, it normally lands in the folder called as a home. So if I create a user called as user add, let's say something called as a P1. So what will be the home directory of that user? Home/P, something like this. Apart from that, so you can see this number, right, guys? Also, we can assign the something called as a password to this user. Okay, so these are the some of the fields which gets assigned to the user when we create a user. So what is the command to create a user? Now, command to create a user, if you type in the Google, you will get it, guys. But you may not get this information, guys, which I am telling you right now. So the command is user add user1. That's it. This is a simple command. It is going to create a user in a system. But do you know that, guys, when you hit this command, it impacts at 67 places in operating system. One of the very famous name or famous place is etc. There is a folder called as /etc. Inside that there is a file called as a password, which stores the information related to user. So this has a user info. I'll show you guys in some time. If you have, when you set up the password to this user, that password gets set up inside the shadow file, the user passwords. This is the database of the passwords, guys. If you have 100 users, their passwords will be stored inside this file. Also, you'll find some important file called as etc group, where you can find out the information about the groups in which the users are. There are plenty of these particular places are there. You can find out this information. So slowly, guys, you will understand where this is, right? But right now, I'll just try to show you these three things. Let us create our first user, guys, and see what is it. Is that user has got all these parameters or not? Let us try to see it. I'm going to my machine. Let's create the user called as user add user1. It got created. I can create multiple users also. I'm creating 3 users. Now I want to find out this information of this user in the file. So as I told you that there is a file called as etc password. Inside this file, you will get the information. Guys, I want to see the last 3 lines of the file. So what we'll do, we'll use the command tail. Tail is nothing but if there is a file, and if you want to see some last lines of the files, you can use a tail command. I want to see 3 lines from the password file. Look at this. It shows that there are 3 users got created. Which command has created these users? This one. Command 1, command 2, command 3. And they go, this has created 3 users inside it. And this is what I was talking about. This first field indicates the name of the user. Second field is password related. Third field is primary group, user ID. Fourth is primary group. This field is for comments. This field is for home directory, and this is a share. So there are 7 fields, guys. This is the question asked in the interview. How many fields are there in the etc password file? The first field is username. Second field is password related field. It's not a password, it's a password related field. Third one is user ID. Fourth one is primary group ID. Fifth one is for comments. Sixth one is for home directory. And seventh is for share. Is that clear? Guys, are you getting it what I am explaining you? Is my pronunciation clear to all of you?
Yes, sir. Very much clear.
Okay, thank you, thank you. All right. So this is one file, guys. Now, second file is etc shadow, and this is something interesting, guys. Technical. This is, and you get a lot of questions in the interview. If I am your interviewer, I will ask you a lot of questions, guys, on Linux. Those who are unemployed, guys, I have received the information from you. Let me just show you that and I have shared that information with the HR. Those who are unemployed people, those who have completed the college but not having the क्या बोलते हैं उसको this one. So I have shared this information with all of HR. Probably I will get the response from Monday or Tuesday, guys, or they will directly call you as well. Okay, so I got the responses from this many people, and this sheet has been shared. Almost 50 people have been registered, and they are looking for the job, guys. So no problem. This will be taken care. If you have not filled this form, please do that one. I can send the data on Monday also. But already I have shared it yesterday. So in case anybody wants to update, please go ahead and update it. So if you go for such interviews, guys, right? And uh, if you go for such interviews, definitely they are going to ask you a lot of questions related to this. You will definitely tell that, sir, I know Linux, right? I know Linux, a little bit Linux. So he'll ask you, what do you know about the Linux? What answer you will give? You will say, sir, I know how to install the Linux operating system. Okay, which operating system you have installed? Sir, I have done CentOS. I have done Red Hat. I know Ubuntu. Acha, which version of the operating system you have installed? Which one is the latest version? So I know about Red Hat 8. I did Red Hat 9. I did Red Hat 7. I did CentOS 7. Okay, very nice. Okay, then tell me that how to create a user. Then you will do this command, right? You'll say that, sir, I can create a user by using a command called as user add user one. Acha, tell me when you create a user, in which file this information gets stored. You will tell that, sir, it gets stored in the etc password file. Acha, tell me 7 fields of that. Then you will start saying this one. Okay, then tell me where the password gets stored. Sir, this gets stored in the etc shadow file. That is the way you have to answer. Okay, shadow file, then what it contains? Okay, so I would like to explain you guys now. This is the name of the user. And listen carefully now. This is very important information. Normally, I ask this question to all the students when they attend the class. How many years of life? What I'm saying? How many years of life you would like to have on this earth? Somebody says, sir, 80. Somebody says 100. Somebody says something, right? Consider that everybody is there on earth for 100 years. All of us, like a Japanese people, their average age is something around 100 years. That is what I was reading. Okay. So if it is 100 years, guys, that means how many days? In 1 year, you have a 365 days, right? Approximately. So that is total 36,500 days. But I am really jealous about Linux user, guys. You know why? See their age. They can live up to 99,999 days. That is almost 300 years, guys. Okay. So what this field indicates? This field indicates that this user will be there for, or their password will not get expired for 99,999 days by default. Yes, guys, you can change it. You can make these changes in this number, but by default, this is the number it gets. What is the meaning of it? 99,999 days, this user's password will not get changed. And important thing is that it will also come to know 7 days before that my password is going to expire. In our case, it is not the story, right, guys? We don't know when what will happen to someone. So in Linux case, 7 days before that user will come to know that this password is about to expire. This is 7 days. This 0 indicates that you can change the password anytime. And this 19,959 is nothing but, guys, since how many days this user is created. So this follows the epoch year standard, guys. That is 1st January 1970. So from 1st January 1970 till today, this is the count, number of days, 19,959. So these parameters are called as aging parameters of user. What it is called as? Aging parameters. And we can change this parameter by using the command called as a chage, change. Let's say that I want to change something called as, let's say 10 for user 1. And look at this. Do you see? I changed this 99,900 directly to the 10 days. So it shows that what is the number of days this user password will not get expired. And when this user will get the information before 7 days. I want to change this information also. I think I can make it small m if I'm not wrong. And look at this. Oh, this is something else, guys. 1 minute. So how to find out this in parameters? So there is a command called as change age and -l. So see here, -d is nothing but set date of last password. Minimum number of days. Set minimum days before password change to minimum days. Okay, something like this. Yeah, see here, this is the 10 has come up here. So now I cannot change the password of this user for 10 days. Okay, this command will help me to set up the key. See, how many days this user will not be able to change the password. Now, ये तो बहुत important है, guys, right? Because when you join any team organization and your user ID and password will be created, and after every 30 days they will ask you to change the password. So you need to set up it here, guys. So to change the aging parameters, you can use the command called as chage. Then you can use any one of this option. Like if you want to change the working days, you want to change it, right? Right now it is 7. I can make it, let's say 1 day only for user 1. Now see this. It has been changed to 1. Can you see? So this is a beautiful command, guys, which is used to change the parameters of the or aging parameters of the user. Now, what is this double explanation mark? Double explanation mark indicates that this user password is not yet set. We have just created a user, guys. We are not assigned any password. The moment I assign the password like this one, user 1, look at this. Now see the password now. Do you see? Second field. Earlier it was just explanation mark. Now see the entire that second field has been replaced with the encrypted password. So always please remember that passwords are stored in the etc shadow file in the second field. If you don't set the password, it will have an explanation mark. Okay, now I think you might have understood this, guys. There is one more thing required. Let's say if today some of the employees or one of the employees going to leave the office, he has resigned or she has resigned, and today is the last day of last working day of that employee. Let's say at 5 p.m. this user will be leaving the office. तो अगर ये 5 बजे अभी ऑफिस छोड़ के जाने वाला है तो it is very essential and important that this user should not access your servers again. मतलब आपको उस यूजर को लॉक करना पड़ेगा. You need to lock this user. So how will you lock it? I can use the command password -l user1. So this is going to lock the user. Now this user will not be able to log into system. No way. If I try to log in to this particular user, it will give me the error. I will show you that later on. But only you need to change what happens when you lock the user. That is the logic. Let's say you are a developer and somebody asks you to write a program to lock the user. What will do, guys? Can anybody tell me the answer? If you are a developer and you want to log the user, so what logic you will use? So this is, see the difference between, okay, I have not locked it, right? Let me lock it. Now see, do you see difference in the second field before this command and after this command? Can anybody tell me what is the difference you see there, guys? Any one of you?
Two exclamatory mark.
Two exclamatory marks, right? And that is the logic. Just add the two exclamatory marks before the password or maybe at the end of the password. Okay, then you are going to lock it, right? Okay, fine. Now, let us try to see. 1 minute, guys. All right. So can I change the password of the all? And if I want to unlock the user, I can just use the command password -u user1. Unlocked. Now see the etc password. Look at this second field. Two explanatory mark has gone. If you are an engineering student, somewhere if you are in learning in the second year or third year, you might be doing some programming. Or if you have time, guys, right? Let's say you are now searching for the job and you have time. Please write this program to lock the user. You can use any language. Okay. You can use Java, you can use Python, you can use C, you can use C++, you can use Marathi, you can use Hindi. You use any language, guys. But make sure that you write an algorithm and implement that algorithm and show that project to me, guys. How you did it. Would you like to do this, guys? Any one of you voluntarily? Did you got my question? Is there anyone who would like to develop a program which will lock the password?
Yes, sir, I would try write the program.
Shashank is saying that I will try. Anybody else? There are almost 55 people are there on call. Those who are those who are trying for this one, guys, please do it. This is fantastic field. It is not like that only if you know the Java programming or Python programming, that means you can become a developer. It is not like that. Even if you are a C language programmer, you can do a lot of things. I wanted to show you that also. Please accept my challenge, guys. Okay, thank you,
I would
Shrikant.
like to try.
Nilesh, na? Thank you, Nilesh. Anybody else would like to take the challenge? Guys, if you do this, na, things will change in your life. Trust me. I will show you how the programs are written, guys. Hmm? You will not, we probably will not get the information with Chat GPT or any AI tools also, or large, any LLM will not give you this information, which I'm telling you right now that how people develop I'll just show you the one kernel, guys. Have you heard about the kernel? Okay, this is the Linux kernels. Now I want to download some kernel. I want to download some Linux kernel. Current is version 6.0 going on. Let me just try 4 point something. and download one of the kernel, guys. If you want to know how to do the programming, I'm just trying to show you that how programs are written actually. Let me just download this. I'm just copy link address. I'll just go to server. And now I want to download this entire code. Now nothing is there in my Wadapa folder. wget. So this is going to download. wget command is used for the downloading the packages from the internet. So let me install wget. Okay, now it is installing the wget command. It was not there. Now let's use this. Now see from this kernel.org, it is downloading the kernel. आपको अगर पढ़ाई करना तो कैसे करना है देखो आपको मैं बता रहा हूँ. Just try to see it. If you study, if you have a knowledge, guys, let me tell you that nobody can leave you from the job. Let me give you the writing. You should have a proper knowledge. I'm just removing this. I'm extracting this tar file. I don't know. Have I shown you guys how to compress and uncompress? Is the topic completed? Yes, Srikanth, have we done that? How to compress and uncompress? Okay. Let me now go to the Linux kernel. And this is, guys, the code of the Linux kernel code I'm giving you, showing you. Can you see all these files? Insert C language programs. These are the shell scripts, guys. Okay, this is some PL. I think it is Perl script is there. आपको मैं एक open program open करके दिखाता हूँ. Let me just open this program, which is called as recordmcount.c. And this is your C language program. This is your header file. Let me open this file. VI. And look at this C program. What is this? Construct a table of the location of calls to mcount so that ftrends can find the quickly. Who has done this? This is done by the John Rezer, right? This is the email ID. You can talk to him also. You can send an email to him in case you have some problems understanding the script. And see, these many header files are there. Normally we use in the program, na C language program. Yes or no, guys? We use all this, na stdio.h.
Yes.
आपने किया है ना ये सब
Yes,
काम?
sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ,
Yes, sir.
ये करते हैं ना हम
Yes,
लोग. ये
yes,
देखो यही कर्नल की फाइल ओपन की है मैंने. I have opened the kernel file. Look at this. This is how variables are declared. Probably I am not sure what is it, but okay, look at this. How this function enum function is defined. How this cleanup function is defined. आपको प्रोग्रामर बनना है ना तो ये प्रोग्रामिंग करो. Look at this. Look at this. Try to understand how these programs are written. What exactly is this program? I don't want programmers who are happy to just write a program which will buy a 5 vada paws from the website and it will count it and it will deliver it to the customer. No. We don't want that kind of developers. We want the people who can talk to the system. We need a developers who can talk to the, we can write a drivers. And to write a drivers, you need to know the hardware. If somebody is asking you that please write a program which will talk to the hard disk, or please write a program which will talk to the pen drive. Unless and until you don't understand the pen drive, how you are going to write a script for it? So those who are electronics, specifically those who are electronics guys, you can become a very good device driver programmer because you understand the electronics better. And do you know which companies you can go for? Any company, big electronics company, guys. Like there is Seagate company, there is Intel organization, then there is Cisco. All these companies are electronics manufacturers. You can go there in the R&D team of that company. There are plenty of jobs are there, guys. Only thing is that just learning a Java program and learning a .NET programs are not going to give you a job. You have to do some constructive work. You write this kind of code and tell your company when you are going for the interview that, sir, I have written this program. Let that program reflects in your resume. Normally हम लोग कॉलेज के स्टूडेंट कौन सा प्रोग्राम करते हैं? Application management. I have this front end, I have this back end. Okay, so don't do that, guys. Student management, employee management, database management, HR management, they are not the project guys. Okay, now see that how many line of the code is this in one file. If I set the number to this file, look at this 673 line of the code is there. You go through this code, learn C language properly, learn C++ language properly, guys, before learning anything else. Now, so I just downloaded. Why it is the open source? Because I can download the kernel, I can modify it, and I can reuse in my machine. This is what open source. Guys, any questions? Hello friends, any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
आपको
No,
समझ में आ रहा है ना मैं क्या एक्सप्लेन करना चाहता हूँ सबको?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So it is not like that ki I want to become a DevOps engineer or I just want to become a front-end engineer developer or I just want to become a back-end developer. It is not like that, guys. If you want to move into the IT industry or you want to go into the electronics industry, everybody needs to know everything. Just don't tag yourself for the one technology. You don't try to become an expert in one technology, guys. It is not going to help nowadays. Because the moment you become expert in this technology, what happens? There are hundreds of people along with you. You have to be very, very, मतलब street smart बोलते हैं ना वैसा बंदा चाहिए आज की जॉब के लिए, who understand the technology better. Okay. Let us now move ahead, guys. So I was explaining you something called as user management. And in user management, I have shown you a couple of commands. How to add a user. I shown you that we can use a command, let's say like user one. How to change the password. We have seen this command. Then how to see the information about the users. We can see it in the file called as a password. If you want to see the specific, you can also use the tail command to see the information about the user. If you want to see the information about the shadow, you can use this command. If you want to see something related to users, last 3 lines, hey guys, I can use a head also. I can use a head also, n-1 etc shadow. So it will give me the topmost line like that one. And if you want to find out any specific middle information, you can use get ent password. Let's say I want to find out the information related to user one. I don't know where is this user. It is in the top line, some bottom lines in the file or middle of the file. I can get a specific information as well. If I want to find out the information from the shadow file, yes, you can do that. I can also see the group files, guys. So you can see that it has created these 3 users. If you want to create a group in Office, right, you can use the command group add IT, group add HR, group add finance. Like this, you can create a group and you see the last 6 lines, guys, of the etc group. You'll find that these many group IDs are there. Very simple. Commands are not difficult, guys. You can just type in the google.com also, you'll get all the information. Try to understand the concept. Commands are available, guys, on internet. And just don't learn how to use the command. Understand what that command is doing. Okay, so I hope this is fine, guys. Now, if you want to delete the user, you can use the command user del -r. Let's say user 1. I want to delete user 2. I want to delete user 3. Now all these users got deleted. Let's take one example, guys. And I'll show you the entire operation of this user so that we can conclude the topic called as a user management. Let me open one Excel sheet. Guys, are you learning something new? Are you happy?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Consider in your organization where you are going to join, it has 3 departments, as I told you: HR, IT, and finance. Let us give the number to these groups, right? So HR starts from 6,000 or something like that. IT starts from 7,000. I'm just writing here. This is a group IDs, guys. This is the starting from 8,000. Let's say the user or employees who are going to join this is H1, H2, H3, I1, I2, I3. So guys, in after this session, guys, please do this exercise which I am doing, showing it here. I will be showing it for one user or two users. You need to do it for all users later on. Let's say that employee ID of these users are like 6,001. Then this might be 6,002, 6,003. This is employee ID, right? Same thing for I1 also. Here, employee ID will be 7,001. Okay, and here it will be, let's say, up 8,000. So for this 7,002, 8,002. Okay. Now, let's say you are working for the company called as Google. Okay, so you want to assign the home directory to every user. What you can do here, look at this. Let us say that these users who are from the HR team should get the directory from India, let's say Google, and in that one you can create a HR. Okay. For users in this group, their home directory may be a India, Google, and IT. And here it may be, let's say that, finance. I hope you are getting it. Just 1 minute, guys. I'm just finishing this task. Let's say I want to use the shell for this user as /bin/bash. I want to use the shell for this user as /bin/sh. Or I want to assign the shell to this user as has been no login. That this user should not log in only. Let me assign this shell to it. Okay, and the employee, this can be, let's say, this is executive, this is system administrator, or this guy might be a CFO of the company. This is a designation. So we have got the groups, guys. We have got the name of the employee. We have got the employee ID. We have got the home directories. We have got the shell, right? And you can set up the passwords later on. Let's say you want to set up the password called as Red Hat. Whatever the password you would like to set up, you can set up. Now, how to do this task? Let's say you are now sitting in office, and HR has sent an email that, hello friend, these are the 9 employees are joining from tomorrow to in our office. Kindly create their employee IDs and usernames and passwords and share this with me so that same can be shared with the employees. Now you are sitting in the office and you have got this email and you need to create this, guys. Hey, this is a real-time example I'm telling you. This is not something which is you don't have to do it. You can create this one. You need to do this for some time. So let's do this now, guys. So before that, I'll just delete the group, guys, because I have created this group called as HR, IT, and finance. Now let's first of all, whenever you create a user, you need to have the groups created first. You can use a command group add. Now here you have to use the group ID. What is the group ID I have given? For HR 6000. HR. You want to create a IT group. These are the group names. That is a team name, your team name, guys. Whatever the team name it may be. Now you see, I have created these three in, and it is now available to see in the group file. HR 6000, IT 7000, finance 8000. So these are the group IDs, guys. These are the group names. Now, after that, once you create a group, then you have to create a home directory. The sequence is important. Matlab, you can create a home directory first and then group, but these two things should be created beforehand before creating any user. So let me just create a home directory. I can use the command mkdir-p India Google HR, right? India Google IT, India Google Finance. Now, once this is done, then let's create a user. How to create a user? Command is user add I1. Let's say I want to create a user called as I1. Now see, what is the home directory of this user? India Google IT. So I'll give here -m -t India Google /IT/I1. This is the home directory of the user I1. Share /bin/sh. What is the user ID or employee ID? It is a 7001. What is the pet name or what is the GCOS name or what is the designation? Let's say system admin or whatever it may be. What is the primary group of this user? IT. I can give the name of the group or I can give the number also, group ID also. Anything else is left out, guys? We have given the shell, home directory, group दिया है हम लोगों ने and employee ID भी दे दी है. Let's create a user. It's created. Now see tail-1/etc/password. Look at this user. This is the name of the user. What is the employee ID? 7001. What is the group ID? What is the group ID is IT 7000. Okay. Then what is the description of the user? System admin. What is the home directory of the user? And what is the shell of it? Are you getting it, guys? So let me share this set of commands with you. How I can share this, guys? You can go to the github.com. This is my GitHub account, guys. github.com/KharatRamesh. Inside there is something called as Misirpav. And inside the Misirpav, I think there is something called as Linux, right? You should see somewhere Linux, guys, here. In the Linux, you see that all these commands are already updated here. But let me create one folder for you. I'll just create a folder called as Linux Commandos. क्या लिखो आपका बैच का नाम क्या दे दो भाई? Commandos or experts? All right. And I'll just write here date today. 24th August 2024. This file will be created, and I'm just putting these commands here. Now, whenever you want these commands, guys, you can access it. This is there. This is publicly available. Okay, it is github.com. I'll share this link with you guys in a chat box. This is chat box. Please take these commands. Are you able to see the link in the chat box? Can you please somebody confirm? Copy that and paste it on your Google Chrome or somewhere and see whether you are able to get that file which I'm showing you.
Sir, where is the chat box in Microsoft Teams? I'm not getting it.
You're not getting it?
Yes, sir. Chat box, I don't have any option.
Nobody's able to see it.
Actually, chat box is disabled.
No, sir. Chat is disabled.
इसको कैसे enable करना है फिर एक मिनट 1 minute guys. I'm not good in this kind of stuff. So in case if you can help me, let me know. Meeting options में रहेगा. Security. Allow mic. Question and answer. Allow reactions. नहीं दिखा रहा है ऑडियो वीडियो. कुछ ये है क्या इसका लिमिटेशन है क्या? दिस इज पेड वर्जन में. What is the card option?
Sir, question and answer is शायद हो सकता है.
You check out.
Q&A, sir.
I did that one. You can see Q&A here. Now, are you able to see it? Q&A.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So just check out whether you are able to access the link. Guys, is there an option for marking the attendance? There are so many people are there in the group, right? And only hardly few people are attending this call, right? So this is not good stuff. So those who those who are not attending, they don't, no need of them to in the group, right? So I just need the attendance होता है ना इसमें कुछ तो मीटिंग में accessibility. ठीक है, I will check in the next lecture, guys. No problem. Just confirm whether you are able to see it or not. Are you able to see these notes, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And there are a lot of other notes also there, guys. See, whatever I am going to teach now, somebody was asking, yeah, I have not attended this session. So where are the commands? देखो ये मैंने सब लिखा है यहाँ पे. All these commands are there, guys. compression commands are there, uncompression commands are there, how to add the users. You see the etc password file, shadow file, all that, how to change the age. See how to create a users, these commands which I have shown you right now. Okay, how to add the group. Okay, how to set up the password. Everything is there, guys. Okay. So later on, if when you study firewall, the firewall commands are there. When you study LVM, we have LVM commands. Everything is there. Okay. Just you need to attend my sessions properly, then only you will understand this. Otherwise, you will not understand it. Okay, so please take a snap of this Excel sheet so that after this session, you can create this particular structure. Have you taken it?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, please do it. Huh? Now, apart from this user, now some of the things that you want to learn more about the user management, that is, let's say that consider you want to change the some user setting. So I have one user whose name is Ivan, and now I want to change the employee ID of this user. Now, right now it is 7001. I want to change the employee ID. So how I can do it? I can use, I need to modify this user. So I can use user mod command. What you want to change? I want to change the employee ID. So you, what you want? 7007. For whom? User Ivan. Now see, look at this. Earlier it was 7001. Now it has got mod 707. So what is the meaning of this user mod command? If you have an existing user and in case you want to change the user parameters, yes, you can change it with the help of user mod command. What are the options are available? -u is for user ID. -g is for primary group. Capital G is for secondary group. -s is for share. इसको सबको switch बोलते हैं guys. Okay, this is called as a switches. Then -c is for comments. -d is for home directory. So these are the switches. So whenever I am creating a user, I am saying I want to create a user called as, let's say, finance1 F1. Okay, I want to create a home directory for this user as a India, Google, and I think what was that? Finance का FIN, right? And उसके अंदर whatever the username is there, right? Then you want to give the UID to this user as 8001. Primary group you want to give as a finance. Secondary group you want to give as a HR. You want to assign a shell called as SBIN no login. You want to give the comment as a CFO of the company and create it. I think SBIN no login is not there. So it's like been logging in. Okay. I'm creating a second user. See, it is created. So tail -3/etc password. And you should be able to see that F2 got created with 8002 user ID. Primary group is finance, that is 8000. What is the comment CFO? What is the home directory? This one. What is the shell? Bin login. I think it should be no login. I made a mistake, right? It should be SBIN no login. Anyway, but I want to change this one, guys. It's wrong thing, right? So I will use user mod -s. I want to change the shell. SBIN no login. For user F1 as well as for F2. Now you can change it, guys. Look at this. Shell got changed. The user mod command is beautiful command, guys. Right? We can use it for creating the users, modifying the users. And if you want to delete the user, just go ahead and delete the users. I1, F1, and F2. You can, if you want to modify the groups also, you can modify the groups, guys, by using group mod command like this one, group mod -g. You want to change the 6000 nahi chahiye aapko. You want 6600 something, let's say. HR. Now see, its number got changed.
Sir, what does that second column represents?
This one, na?
XX, yes, huh?
This is basically password related field in the group also. We can set up some security credentials for the group as well. Okay.
Okay, okay.
And if you want to learn more about it, you can just go to the man group, right? If I'm not wrong. No, man group is not there. Group mod. And here you see A is for append, G is for GID, H for help, N for new group. You can change the group name also, guys. If you want to set up the password, see this one. This option is not recommended because the password will be visible by the user list. So no need to use this, guy. But if you use that one, it will be displayed, guys, there. Maximum members per group, you can set up that as well. The default value is 0, meaning there are no limits in the group members in a group. This can be a question in the interview. How many maximum number of people we can add in one group? 0, that means unlimited. You can set up that, guys. Also, you can set up you can enforce also. Okay. Very nice. So I hope I tried to explain you the concept of the user management. This set of commands, let me upload this in the GitHub again. Linux experts, right? You guys are experts. This is done. Okay. Sure. आगे चलते हैं अभी. Let's move ahead. So after the user management, let us discuss about one of the interesting concept, which is super most possible important. Let me go here. So guys, I am in the folder called as Vada Pav. In the Vada Pav folder, I'll just delete this files, guys. I don't want this code. Nothing is there. I'm creating one file here called as a 1.txt and see the permission of these files. This dash indicates it is a normal file. But there are 9 fields are there, guys. The first 3 are for permissions of this owner. This particular name shows it is the owner of this file. Owner is nothing but the person who has created a file or has the rights to as the owner. And this name which you see is the group. So I can change the owner, I can change the group also, guys, like this one. Change owner, I1. I1.txt. Acha, user name. Let me add this. User add. I'll just add F2 user. Okay. Now I want to make a owner of this 1.txt. Right now, who is the owner of this file? Root. I want to make a owner F2. F2 1.txt. Now see. Who has become owner of this file? F2. So this command, change owner, change the owner of the file. Now I want to change the group. change group. Let's say I want to make it IT to 1.txt. So I change the group F2 IT. So this for F2, who is the owner, these three permissions are there. For this group and members of the group have this middle three permission. And for all others, these are the three permissions. So let me explain you this guys properly. I want everyone to give the attention, pay the attention. So there are 9 fields. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, right? This is for owner of the file or folder. This is for the members of this group. And this is for others. So I can write here you also, guys. You, user. This is called as a owner or user. I will write here user. User, group, and others. This field is having R value. This is having W. This is having X. R, W, X. R, W, X. The numeric value of the X is 2 raised to 0 is equal to 1. Is it correct, guys? 2 raised to 0 is equal to 1? Or is it 0?
Yes, sir.
2
1.
raised to 1 is equal to how much?
2.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is 4, right? That is 2 raised to 2 is 4. So it is 4, 2, 1. R is 4, W is 2, and this is 1, X is 1. So if you add 4 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 7. Same here, 4, 2, 1, 7. 4, 2, 1, 7. Now, let us try to understand what is the meaning of read R. Can anybody tell me what is the meaning of R, read permission? Why we give the read permission on the file?
That no one can change the file.
Huh?
We're able
To
to
read-
read the file. Access the file.
Read the contents of file. Hai na? Read the contents of file. That is one thing. Very nice. Thank you very much. What is the permission W?
To change something, to write
Make-
in the file and make some changes.
That means you are saying that I can open the file, I can write the data inside it, I can save it, right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
nothing but module. But W is not only for that, my dear friends. W is not only for write or modify, it can also delete the file. You have to be very careful while giving the W permission, because it gets the delete permission also. And last one is X. Why we need to assign an X on file?
Execute.
Execute. Correct, execute. Why we need to execute the file?
Maybe to perform an activity. Any activity.
We need to execute the file to perform some activity, as you said, right? But answer to that is correct actually. But normal answer is that to compile the file. If you have written a program in a Java, Python, you want to compile it, right? If there is no X permission on it, you cannot compile it automatically. So if you want to compile any file, you need to give the X permission. So this is related to file. Read W and X. Now let's say the folder or directory. If you give the permission on the directory as R, I think we can run the ls command, guys. I can see this ls, right? If there are any files, I can be able to do it if there is a R permission on the folder. If there is a W permission on the folder, we can create the files, right? Or we can delete the files because there is a write permission on the folder. So what is the X permission on the folder, guys? Can anybody tell me why we need a X permission on the folder? In file, I can understand to compile, but why we need a X permission on folder? Guys, do you want vada pav? I will give the vada pav to you if you give the answer. Do you like vada pav? Yes or
Yes, sir.
no?
Yes.
Now it is raining, so definitely will like. Okay. So why we need a X? Yes, Manas. मानस वड़ा पाव चाहिए कि आंसर दे रहा है?
सर फोल्डर एक्सेसिबल मतलब एक्सेस उसको देने के मतलब अगर वो एक्सेस होगा तो फोल्डर ओपन नहीं कर पाएंगे उसके लिए.
Ah, okay, Oma, thank you. So basically, if you want to do the if you want to run a CD command is used for the navigation, right? So in case X is not there, in case X is not there, you will not be able to navigate into that folder. मतलब CD नहीं चलेगा. I cannot go to the temp folder if there is no X on it. I cannot go to the home folder if there is no X on it. It need to be X on it. Right now I am going from the root user now. That is why I am able to do it. But देखो मेरे पास दोस्त है, दो लोग है, दो friend है. Let's take one example to make you understand this concept. But before that, let me show you one. Before that, I will explain you that, and then we'll come back. So please remember that X on the folder is for the navigating to the folder. Without X, you cannot change the directory. So how to assign these permissions? Look at this. So what is the permission right now? I'll assign the permission called as 0.0.0.1.txt. That means this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. So what permissions this 1.txt file will get, guys? Give the answer. What permissions this file will get? Anand, what do you say?
No, sir, no, sir.
Hmm?
Not any read, write, execute, not anyone.
It will not get any permission?
Yes. 0.0.0.
Owner will also not have any permission. Group members will also not have permission, and others will not have, because addition is 0 आ रहा है ना. 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 0. That means no permission. It is 0 plus 0 plus 0. Look at this. No permissions. Let me make it chmod 001. अभी बताओ. This is 0, this is 0, this is 1. Tell me.
Execute permission to others.
Execute to others,
Or
right,
others.
Pratyush?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. Look at this. Chmod 111.
Everyone can execute.
111. What is it?
User group and others. Everyone can execute.
Every can execute. देखो, this is X, this is X, this is X, right? अभी बताओ, अभी मैं लिख रहा हूं इधर. 4000. Tell me. This is 4.
User can read. Group
Zero.
not,
Huh.
not any permission. Group A have not any permission, and others not have not any permission. Only user
Correct.
can read.
So only user has a read permission, right?
Yes.
No permission for a group and no permission for others. Look at this. Perfect. अभी बताओ chmod 444
Read permission.
Whole group having the read permissions.
अभी बताओ एक लास्ट 5 6 7 5 6 7
User can read and execute.
perfect.
Group can read and write, and others can read, write, and execute.
Read, write, and execute.
Perfect. I hope everybody understood it, right?
Yes.
And if this is that one,
All users can get all permission.
RWX, right?
Yes.
Okay. Very nice, guys. Can I use this permission?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, correct? Because it is octal number. Octal numbers are from 0 to 7. And this method which I have used is called as a numerical method, guys. Okay. The numerical or it is called as octal method. There is one more method which is called as a symbolic. Now, what is the symbolic method? I can, if I want to assign a permission, let's say now the permission to the file is 000. If I want to assign the permission to user, I can use u. What permission you want to give to the user? Text. So I can assign read permission like this also. Or if I want to assign a permission to group, let's say I want to give all the permission to the group member. Can you see? It has got the RWX. If I want to remove the permission from group, so I can use G minus W. It has gone W removed. So I can use the symbols. U for user, G for group, and O for others. I can use chmod. I want to give O plus RWX. Or I want to give chmod U plus RWX, comma G minus RWX, comma O minus X. This combination is also possible, guys. And there is a question on the user management and permission in Red Hat exam also. If you are going to give the Red Hat Global Certification exam, you will get this one, guys. The syllabus which I am covering is almost covering the most of the topics of our global certification exam also. That is called as RSCSA.
Sir,
In case,
can we get any PDF of syllabus or more
sorry,
than
sir. Huh?
Can we get any file or PDF of syllabus for more information?
Sure. Why not? I will do that.
Thank you.
I think in first email I have given the details of what I am going to cover.
Sorry, sir. I have
Yes,
joined
sir.
yesterday, and I had missed
Yes, sir.
2 lectures also.
I will send it again. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, fine. Now, if you have understood how to assign a permission, which is very simple, right, guys? Let me give you the interesting stuff about these permissions. आप सब लोग ध्यान से देखो जरा, ये अच्छा concept है. I have 2 friends. Their name is Changu, or another friend's name is Mangu. Okay.
Yes.
Let me assign the password to this Changu. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Let me assign the password to Mangu. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Now let us say that you have Changu has logged in. They are very good friends, guys, right? Spelling wrong here, Changu. So now see, you have logged in by using the Changu user ID. Chalo, theek hai. Now let me just try to see. Now Changu is sitting in his home, right? Na Changu is in his home, right? Enjoying all the stuffs, able to create a file, able to delete the file, everything can be because it's home, right? Its own home. He can do anything in that. But Changu now want to go to the Mangu's home. So he starts from his home and starts walking by using CD command to home of Mangu. Oh my God. Mangu is denying the permission to friend Changu. Best friends, guys. See, there is no permission only. Changu feels very bad. But why Changu has not got the access to the Mangu's home directory is look at the permission of the Mangu's home directory. Who is the owner, Mangu? What is the group name, Mangu? See the permissions. Only owner has RWX. Nobody else can have any permission. Mangu is but very good guy. Mangu want to allow his friend to come in his home. What should Mangu do so that Changu will get access to his home directory? Can anybody tell me what should I do? Did you got my question?
So can you repeat the question?
My question is that this permission is denied, right? Changu is
Yes,
trying
sir.
to go to the home directory of the Mangu, but permission is denied. See this permission. What should we do so that Changu will be able to go to the Mangu's home?
Mangu user have to change permissions for others.
What condition I should put? X, right?
XX for example. Yes, sir.
Because X is the permission which will allow you to navigate. Okay, fine. Now see the permission here for this. Okay, let us try to see the permission. ls-ld home Mangu. Now see we have given the X permission another, right? Let's try to now again let's log into the Changu. Now Changu wants to go to the, so he starts again home Mangu. And see, he got access. And now Mangu wants to see, Changu wants to see something in his home also. So he tries to do the ls command. In short, what has happened? Changu can go to the Mangu's home, but he can't see anything from his home. मतलब आग पे पट्टी बांध के लेके गए. So if you want to allow Mangu to see the files and folders into it, you have to give the permission called as R, right? On others. Yes or no? So I will give the R permission. Now let's see Changu again try to go to the home directory of the Mangu and see ls. Now ls is working. Now his friend Changu is able to go to the home of the Mangu as well as see the contents of it. But can he do something here? Can he create a file? No. Because why no?
Right permission denied.
Right permission is not here. You got it right, guys. But then one problem is there. What is the one problem? You have not given the permission to only your friend called as Changu. You have given the permission to entire world. Not only Changu can go inside this home directory, but anybody can go into the home directory. So let's say there are two users in your organization. एक बंदा है HR का, one another person is a finance guy. They have their own home directories. Okay, and you want to allow only HR to access the finance folder. If you use this permission, then everybody in the IT team will be able to, or HR team will be able to access the finance folder. That is not good. You want to give the permission to only one person. What you need to do? You have to give the permission to only one person. How will do it?
Using groups.
Huh? Groups. Okay, but ideally we will not create a group on one person, right?
Yeah.
Therefore, you have to use something called as access control list. What you need to do? Access control list. So how to do that? So now see here, ls-ld/home/mangu. I will remove this permission. O-RX. Now see, but now I will allow user called as Changu to use the permission. Now I can use RWS also because I trust him. I know him. Home. That's it. Now you see if I log into the SU Changu. Now Changu wants to go to the home of Mangu. Look at this. And can Changu create a file? Yes, because I have given the right permission. Now consider that I have one more user called as Tango. I have set up the password to Tango. And let's switch to the user called as a Tango. And now Tango wants to go to the home directory of Mango. Will he be allowed? No, permission denied, because this access control list command will only give the access to one user or a group also. You can I can set up on the group as well. Like this one, set FSCL -M. This is a group name. I want to give all the people from the IT group some permissions like this one. It's going to work. And if you want to see this permission, you can use the command get FSCL for the folder. And you should see one more permission here, guys, on the Mongo folder, and that is called as a plus sign. Can you see a plus sign? So whenever you see plus sign at the permission side, that means access control list is set up. So this is something about permissions, guys. Okay, I hope you understood this concept. Do you have any questions related to this? Yes? No? Maybe? क्या बोलते हो आप? Any questions, guys?
No, sir.
Put very well.
No, sir.
All concepts are clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very nice, friends. Okay, fine, guys. So I think we have done the permission part, and I think it is enough for you for today, right? In this one, we have seen user management and permission concept. Now, you can go through this command which I have shared with you and try this practice, guys, for next 1 hour. Okay, sit at relaxedly at your home and do this practice for 1 hour. Okay, because now it is in your brain right now. If you say that I will do the practice after 2 hours or 5 hours, probably will forget it. If you want to do it, please go ahead and do it, guys. So
Yes, sir.
I want to stop here for today, guys. I am also tired since morning. I'm giving the lectures to various teams. I'm just a little bit tired. So I will stop here now.
Hello,
So
sir.
if you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, huh?
Sir, previous lectures, where can we see or can we get any information about what we have done in two lectures previous?
You are saying that ki, where I will get the notes, right? Is that question?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
अरे
sir.
ये जो क्वेश्चन ये नोट्स है
सर
ना
पिछले दो लेक्चर्स है उसमें क्या हुआ क्या क्या हुआ है
no in that one I have just shown the two okay what I did you know first was installation and second was file IO operation and third is this one this particular user management and security. So say thoda out I need to give some more information about the security. Is not it done. So this is what done. So I think I uploaded one video, guys, on the YouTube, and it was having some information like this one. I am trying to upload other videos also, but I'm not getting a good video editor. I want that one to upload it because otherwise it becomes very huge video and probably people will not watch it. Okay. Any other suggestions, guys? Any other questions? Any other doubts?
No, sir. All good, sir. Thank you.
All good. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. See you tomorrow.
So,
Tomorrow.
today you have been recording the session. So, is we will getting the same sessions recording?
Mostly होना चाहिए दोस्त. ये पहली बार कर रहा हूँ recording. I have not seen this recording yet. Let me see if I can get this recording. I was having experience on the Zoom, but ये थोड़ा Teams अलग behave कर रहा है. If I get the recording, I will try to share with you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
But but another only thing is that since if I share the recording, you need to be use it very ethically. All right.
So,
Yeah, please.
sir, I'm not having the link where you are sharing the part.
I will share it. I will share you the link. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye. Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye.
See you in the next video.
Sir, please share the GitHub link, sir. Today's.
भेजा ना मैंने GitHub link. ये question
Okay.
answer करते हैं. WhatsApp पे भी भेजता हूँ. ठीक है चल.
Okay, sir.
And so sorry, the voice was just canceling. So, where will be getting the notes? What do you have for the same?
No, my dear friend, there are no specific notes are there, but this GitHub link is given. There are notes available, and in case you want to study in depth, you can get the information from the internet also, or probably I will share some Google books with you. If you want, you can go through that one. But whatever I am teaching right now, if you do that much, it is enough.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Chalo,
Thank you.
thank you guys.